Welcome to another episode of the Investing Iguana, the show where I, Iggy, your friendly and fabulous host, help you navigate the wild and wonderful world of personal finance, investing, and retirement planning. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that is very close to my heart: CPF top-ups for self-employed persons. Yes, you heard me right. If you're a freelancer, a gig worker, or an entrepreneur, this video is for you. You might be wondering, why should I top up my CPF as a self-employed person? What are the benefits of doing so? How do I go about it? And most importantly, how can I make the most of my CPF savings for my future? Well, don't worry, because I'm here to answer all these questions and more. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear and comprehensive understanding of how CPF top-ups work for self-employed persons and how you can use them to achieve your financial goals. So buckle up, grab a snack, and get ready for an exciting ride with me, Iggy, the Investing Iguana. Before we dive into the details of CPF top-ups, let's do a quick recap of what CPF is and how it works for self-employed persons. CPF stands for Central Provident Fund, and it's a mandatory Social Security savings scheme that covers all Singaporeans and permanent residents. CPF has three main accounts: the Ordinary Account, OA, the Special Account, SA, and the MediSave Account, MA. Each account serves a different purpose. The OA is mainly for housing and education, the SA is for retirement and investment, and the MA is for healthcare and insurance. Depending on your age, a certain percentage of your income goes into each account every month. Now, if you're an employee, you have it easy. Your employer will contribute 17% of your monthly wage to your CPF accounts on top of your own contribution of 20%. That means you get to enjoy a total of 37% of your income going into your CPF accounts every month. That's a lot of money that can grow over time with the power of compound interest and the attractive interest rates offered by CPF. But if you're self-employed, things are a bit different. You don't have an employer to contribute to your CPF accounts. Instead, you only have to contribute to your MA based on your annual net trade income, NTI, which is your gross income minus all allowable business expenses. The contribution rate ranges from 6% to 8% depending on your income level and age group. For example, if you're 35 years old or below and earn $50,000 in NTI in a year, you'll have to contribute 8% of that amount, which is $4,000, to your MA. You might think that this is a good deal. After all, you get to keep more of your income in cash and have more flexibility in how you use it. You might also think that contributing to your MA is enough to cover your healthcare needs in the future. But here's the thing: by only contributing to your MA as a self-employed person, you're missing out on some huge benefits that CPF offers. Benefits that can make a big difference in your financial well-being in the long run. What are these benefits? Well, let me tell you. First of all, by contributing to your OA and SA as well as your MA, you can build up your retirement savings faster and enjoy higher monthly payouts when you retire. This is because your OA and SA earn higher interest rates than your MA, 2.5% for OA and 4% for SA compared to 4% for MA. On top of that, you also get an extra 1% interest on the first $60,000 of your combined balances across all accounts. And if you're above 55 years old, you get another extra 1% interest on the first $30,000 of your combined balances. That means you can earn up to 6% interest per year on some of your CPF savings. To illustrate how powerful this is, let's do some math. Let's say you're 35 years old now and plan to retire at 65. You have $20,000 in each of your OA, SA, and MA accounts now. If you only contribute to your MA at 8% of your NTI every year until retirement, assuming no change in income or contribution rate, this is how much you'll have in each account when you retire. OA, $20,000 times 1 plus 0.025 to the power of 30 equals $41,772. SA, $20,000 times 1 plus 0.04 to the power of 30 equals $65,453. MA, $20,000 plus $4,000 x 30 times 1 plus 0.04 to the power of 30 equals $1,026,519. Your total CPF savings at retirement would be $1,133,744. Not bad, right? But what if you also contribute to your OA and SA at the same rate as your MA, i.e. 8% of your NTI each? That means you'll be contributing a total of 24% of your NTI to your CPF accounts every year. This is how much you'll have in each account when you retire. OA, $20,000 plus $4,000 times 30 times 1 plus 0.025 to the power of 30 equals $245,864. SA, $20,000 plus $4,000 times 30 times 1 plus 0.04 to the power of 30 equals $392,359. MA, $20,000 plus $4,000 times 30 times 1 plus 0.04 to the power of 30 equals $1,026,519. Your total CPF savings at retirement would be $1,664,742. That's a whopping $531,000 more than the previous scenario. And that's not all. By having more money in your OA and SA, you also have more options to use them for other purposes besides retirement. For example, you can use your OA to pay for your housing loan or education loan, or to invest in various products such as stocks, bonds, unit trusts, and ETFs. You can also use your SA to invest in similar products, but with a higher risk profile and a longer time horizon. By investing your CPF savings wisely, you can potentially earn even higher returns than the interest rates offered by CPF. Of course, investing comes with its own risks and costs, so you should always do your homework and consult a professional before making any investment decisions. But the point is that by contributing to your OA and SA as well as your MA, you have more flexibility and opportunities to grow your money and achieve your financial goals. The second benefit of contributing to your CPF accounts as a self-employed person is that you can enjoy tax relief for doing so. Yes, you heard me right. You can save money on taxes by saving money for yourself. How awesome is that? Here's how it works. If you make voluntary contributions to all three of your CPF accounts, OA, SA, and MA, you can claim tax relief up to the CPF annual limit of $37,740 or 37% of your NTI assessed by IRS for the year of assessment, YA, whichever is lower. This means that the amount of income that is subject to tax will be reduced by the amount of voluntary contributions you make. For example, if your NTI assessed by IRS for YA 2023 is $50,000 and you make voluntary contributions of $12,000 to all three of your CPF accounts in 2023, you can claim tax relief of $12,000 for YA 2023. This means that your taxable income for YA 2023 will be reduced from $50,000 to $38,000. If you make voluntary contributions to only one or two of your CPF accounts, OA or SA or MA, you can claim tax relief up to the amount of mandatory contributions that would have been payable if you were an employee earning the same income. This means that the amount of tax relief you can claim depends on your age group and income level. For example, if you're 35 years old or below and earn $50,000 in NTI in 2023 and make voluntary contributions of $4,000 to only your SA in 2023, you can claim tax relief of $4,000 for YA 2023. This is because the mandatory contribution rate for employees aged 35 years old or below is 20%, which means that if you were an employee earning $50,000 in 2023, you would have contributed $10,000, 20% x $50,000, to your CPF accounts. Of this amount, $4,000, 40% x $10,000, would have gone into your SA. However, if you make voluntary contributions of more than $4,000 to only your SA in 2023, say $6,000, you can only claim tax relief of up to $4,000 for YA 2023. This is because the amount of tax relief is capped at the amount of mandatory contributions that would have been payable if you were an employee earning the same income. By claiming tax relief for your voluntary contributions to your CPF accounts as a self-employed person, you can reduce your tax bill and save more money for yourself. This is especially beneficial if you're in a higher income bracket and pay a higher marginal tax rate. Of course, there are some conditions and limitations to claiming tax relief for voluntary contributions to CPF accounts as a self-employed person. For example, 1. You must be a Singapore citizen or permanent resident. 2. You must not have any outstanding MediSave liabilities or late payment penalties. 3. You must not be an undischarged bankrupt. 4. You must not have made any withdrawals from any of your CPF accounts under schemes such as the CPF Education Scheme, CPF Investment Scheme, CPF Retirement Sum Scheme, or CPF Home Protection Scheme. 5. You must make your voluntary contributions by December 31st of the year to qualify for tax relief for that year of assessment. The tax relief for voluntary contributions is subject to the overall personal income tax relief cap of $80,000 per year of assessment. For more information on the conditions and limitations of claiming tax relief for voluntary contributions to CPF accounts as a self-employed person, you can visit the IRS website or the CPF website. So, as you can see, contributing to your CPF accounts as a self-employed person has many benefits that can help you secure your financial future. But how do you actually go about doing it? Well, there are two main ways: voluntary contributions and top-ups. Voluntary contributions are contributions that you make to all three of your CPF accounts, OA, SA, and MA, in one lump sum. You can do this online via eCashier on the CPF website or offline via AXS machines, SAM machines, SingPost branches, or check. The minimum amount for voluntary contributions is $10, and the maximum amount is the CPF annual limit of $37,740 or 37% of your NTI assessed by IRS for the year of assessment, whichever is lower. Top-ups are contributions that you make to only one or two of your CPF accounts, OA or SA or MA, in any amount and frequency. You can do this online via PayNow QR on the CPF website or offline via AXS machines, SAM machines, SingPost branches, or check. The minimum amount for top-ups is $1, and the maximum amount is the prevailing basic healthcare sum, BHS, for MA top-ups, and the prevailing full retirement sum, FRS, for SA top-ups. The main difference between voluntary contributions and top-ups is that voluntary contributions are subject to tax relief up to the CPF annual limit or 37% of your NTI assessed by IRS for the year of assessment, whichever is lower, while top-ups are not subject to tax relief unless they are made under specific schemes such as the Retirement Sum Topping Up Scheme, RSTU, or the MediSave Top-Up Scheme, MTS. The RSTU allows you to top up your own or your loved one's SA up to the FRS using cash or CPF savings. You can claim tax relief up to $7,000 per calendar year for topping up your own SA, and another $7,000 per calendar year for topping up your loved one's SA. Your loved ones include your spouse, parents, parents-in-law, grandparents, grandparents-in-law, and siblings. By topping up your SA under the RSTU, you can boost your retirement savings and enjoy higher monthly payouts when you retire. The MTS allows you to top up your own or your loved one's MA up to the BHS using cash. You can claim tax relief up to $3,600 per calendar year for topping up your own MA, and another $3,600 per calendar year for topping up your loved one's MA. Your loved ones include your spouse, parents, parents-in-law, grandparents, grandparents-in-law, and siblings. By topping up your MA under the MTS, you can enhance your healthcare savings and be better prepared for medical expenses in the future. For more information on the RSTU and the MTS, you can visit the CPF website or the IRS website. So there you have it, everything you need to know about CPF top-ups for self-employed persons. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family who might benefit from it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a new video. I have more awesome content coming your way soon. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Investing Iguana. I'm Iggy, your friendly and fabulous host, signing off for now. Remember, save smartly, invest wisely, and retire happily. See you next time.